No, 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 counter, no, no. Zelda is your... Zelda is my dots? Remember, I have pink hair. Come on. Oh wow, this is pathetic. Hey everybody, it's Nintendo Games 100 here with Let's Play Pokemon Emerald. In the last episode, we didn't really get that much done. I caught a legendary, and I got on a boat. I talked to Scott, which did actually unlock, something now, that if you remember in the last video he was telling us about the Battle Frontier, which if you talk to the lady here now, of course, we gotta flash the ticket and everything, but now, the Battle Frontier is added to our list of destinations and everything, which I will not be showing off the Battle Frontier yet. I'm gonna be saving that for the future, because like I said in the last video, I will be showing off, how the contests work and everything using a certain strategy that I know, which I don't have to worry about explaining too much, because I will have a video in the description, well, a link in the description to a video that explains the whole strategy. I will also, if there's any, since I don't know a lot about contests in depth, I will also be linking you to a page to Bulba Garden about contests and how it works in Generation 3. But that strategy I was talking about includes a certain Pokemon, which I already have trained up, which is basically a Claydol, and this one happens to have a naughty nature. That video will also explain how all that works. And it also has the movesets Cosmic Power, Ancient Power, Secret Power, and Self-Destruct. So anyway, let's get the contest started already. So, as you can see, we have the contest hall right here. You go up to this girl up right here. Let's talk to her. This is the reception counter for Pokemon contests. Would you like to enter a Pokemon? Duh. And we're going to enter the normal rank, and then basically, as you beat each rank, you'll be able to go up. So basically, right now, if the Pokemon doesn't have any ribbons on it, or has not won a single contest, you cannot just like go to one of these other ranks. You have to start off in the normal rank. We're going to enter the Coolness Contest, and we're going to enter our Claydol, Mr. Sugizo, which those of you who watch the anime, you get that joke. And of course we're entry number 4, so let's get heading let's just head towards the contest already. Now of course the contest worked very differently from the anime, but anyway.
Hello, we're going to start with the normal rank Pokemon Coolness Contest. The participants' trainers and their Pokemon are as follows.
First up we have...
Entry number 1, Chances Reichlet. However you want to say that. Okay, good for them.
We've got entry number 2, Sydney's Virus. I hate these nicknames, I really do. They're really stupid in my opinion.
Entry number 3, Jimmy's Poochie. Okay, that at least is pronounceable.
And anyway, and then finally, the best of all,
entry number 4, Nintendo's Remarkable Mr. Sugizo.
And as you saw, basically that was already you just saw the first round of the judging, which basically is they're conditioned based off, like, if you remember when I showed you like me feeding the Pokeblocks to my Feebas to get the Milotic, that's where condition is based off. You can also check that in Pokénav. Anyway,
we've just seen the 4 contestants' Pokemon. Now it's time for the primary judging. The audience will vote on their favorite Pokemon contestants.
So basically, it's depending on how well how well the Pokemon went over with the audience. So anyway,
without further ado, let the voting begin.
Of course, voting underway. Buffering.
Voting is now complete. While the votes are being tallied, let's move on to the secondary judging. The second stage of judging is the much-anticipated appeal time. May the contestants amaze us with the superb appeals of dazzling moves. Let's see a little enthusiasm. Let's appeal!
Okay, basically how the appeals work is, simply you will choose one of your moves. As you can see, like, basically the way it works is, okay, we're in a cool contest, so moves that say cool listed right there, and I just got a Facebook message, so I don't know if you guys heard that or not. But anyway, basically, it says right there, like, Cosmic Power is a cool move, Ancient Power is a tough move, Secret Power is smart, and Self-Destruct is beauty. Basically, Cosmic Power, since it is a cool move and this is a cool contest, as you see right there, there's a little applause bar. Basically, using a cool move will light up one of those spots, and if you are the one to basically if you're the one to fill up the bar completely, you get a lot more hearts, which you will see in just a second how the whole hearts things work. But so like I said, a cool move will boost it up one space. A move that isn't will take it down one space, and
I can't really explain too much in detail, like, what it means by, like, ups the user's condition and prevents nervousness and all this other stuff. All I know, the only one I can explain in depth is basically with a move like Self-Destruct or Explosion. It, like it says, makes a great appeal, but allows no more to the end. So basically, if you're dumb enough to use Self-Destruct on your first turn, you can't appeal for the rest of the judging. So, anyway, on my first turn, I will start off using Cosmic Power, and cool, I get to go first, even though I'm entry number 4, go figure. I don't know if your order is determined off of how you do in the first round, or if you just automatically go first. I don't really know. Anyway, as you saw, we got a star right there. I think that's because we have our maxed out condition, which is basically we have our cool stat maxed out and everything. And I think it's kind of cool how we've got like the back sprites reversed and everything. So of course, like as you saw right there, the applause continually goes up, and as you saw, like how the hearts are going up depending on like basically each move has a certain like a certain number of hearts that it can go up, and also it can go down even into the negatives, like you see here with these black hearts. And if you get you get an extra heart if the move goes over great with the crowd and everything. Of course, obviously, as you can see, I'm not doing extremely well on this first turn, but you will see this usually is foolproof. This strategy actually can fail, but you will see it usually does have very good results at the end. Anyway, as you can see right there, whoever uses the next cool move, they're going to end up getting a ton of hearts. So anyway, on my second turn, I'm going to be using Ancient Power, even though it's not a cool move. You actually, I think, do lose hearts if you use the same move over and over. And there are also certain combinations of moves to, and, okay, as you saw, like, since that wasn't a cool move, the applause went down 1 bar. But, yeah, there are certain moves that, work very well together. In combinations, like if you, any of you who watch the anime, combinations did work very well with the judges, and basically, like there would be, say, one of the combos I think is like, say, using Rain Dance and then using something like Hydro Pump. I think that's one of the combos. And see, there we go. That Manectric got the crowd going, and it got a lot more hearts from that. So, anyway, also something as you notice, some of these Pokemon they have moves that switched up the order for the next turn. Basically, depending on how well you do in each turn, that determines your order for the next turn. But of course, it's going to be completely randomized right now, and of course, I'm still at the very end. Now I'm going to use Cosmic Power again. Comparing how this works to the anime, in the anime, the way it worked was you had 3 judges. There was Mr. Contesta, there was Mr. Sukizo, which is where that name came from, and then there was the Nurse Joy of that town. They sometimes had other ones, but it was primarily those 3. And like you had the preliminary round where you like basically showed off, and then it was basically battles from that point on. I kind of wish you could have had the battles in this, but they had to make it suck somehow. Honestly, I honestly really don't care for contests too much, but I just wanted to show this just to show as much as I possibly could. Anyway, of course we've got people lowering each other's stats, which I think is kind of cheap. I like how the crowd like barely moves and everything, but I think it's kind of funny how you can see like certain people like they are like there's like 3 of them in the audience. Like there's like the guy who's on the far left right there, who's also in the middle, and there's another guy right next to them who looks like that, but whatever. Let's see how we're doing right now. Of course, wow, Poochie went down. And of course, I'm still not doing too well, but you will see things are about to really start turning my way if the strategy works correctly. So anyway, this is the 4th turn out of 5 turns, and I'm going to use Secret Power this time, even though, of course, that again is not a cool move. But anyway, let's see. Is Manectric going to get crowd going again? Let's just see. And yes, it is. Okay. Plus, it scrambled up the orders for the next turn. So something tells me that Manectric's probably taken 2nd place. Anyway, I still think, like I said, I still think it's kind of cool how they, like, you see it, like, the back sprites and everything reversed, and, everybody hates Whismur, but it can't go down any further. Let's see, these two are gonna use Roar, blah, 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 scramble up the order for the next turn. Everybody's been doing that this contest. I usually don't see that happen that much. But, anyway, I kind of like how the way the judge looks like with his sprite. He's, like, looking over the table like, ooh, it's like, holy crap. And as you can see right there, I'm doing pretty good on hearts, and yeah, shut up, audience. It's kind of funny that
he looks like the judge either looks like Chef Boyardee or the Monopoly Man, in my opinion. Anyway, of course, I just went way up right there, probably because I got all those 3 stars and everything for my condition being so good. And now, time to go out with a bang, literally. Anyway, it's like I said earlier, it's best to use a move like Explosion or Self-Destruct on the last turn, just because if you use it earlier on, I don't think you can. It's either you can't appeal the next turn, or you just can't appeal for the rest of the judging. So, it's really a lot better to use at the very end, and that was a lot of hearts I just got out of that. So that's probably going to put me into the lead right there. Plus, I know I did very well in preliminary judging, because preliminary judging is based primarily off of, like, feeding Pokeblocks to him. So if you max out the whatever stat the contest is, you're going to go over pretty well with the audience. So anyway, trying to startle me with your amazing thunder and everything, and you lose 2 hearts. Let's see. Okay, I lost 2 hearts. That's not very remarkable. Anyway, not like it really matters if the applause goes up anymore. I really hate it because I've had times in the past where I've done contests and whoa, I went up a lot more. So anyway, I've had times where it's been like the last turn and I almost got the crowd going, but I couldn't because it was the last turn. Anyway, that's it for judging. Thank you all for the most wonderful displays of your quality appeals. They were quite remarkable. This concludes all judging. Thank you for your fine efforts. Now, all that remains is the pulse-pounding, remarkable proclamation of the remarkable winner. The judge looks ready to make an announcement. We will now declare the winner. Alright, here we go. Announcing the results. Anyway, let's see. Preliminary results. Alright. Okay. So I'm just gonna keep going up. And up. Wow. I wonder who's gonna win. Anyway, round 2 results. Of course, I didn't start off very strong there, but let's see. Yeah, and I completely maxed out my score. Wow. And that doesn't really surprise me. Anyway, I like how down there you can see Mr. Sukizo doing his little clay doll dance and everything. Anyway, of course, no doubt in me winning there. So anyway, entry number 4. Nintendo and his remarkable Mr. Sukizo! Congratulations! I kind of like this cool little fanfare here. It sounds really cool. Here you are! Please accept your remarkable prize! And what item do we get? We just get a ribbon. Oh. That's it? No other items, actually? Okay, whatever. Cool. But now, since we've beaten a Super Rank contest, that Claydol can now, do a Super Rank contest. Wait, did I just say Super and then Super? If I did, I meant normal and then Super, and so on. And let's see. I think I will do an interview with this guy, but I'm not going to show you what I'm going to tell him, so cutting that part out. Alright, and since that interview is over, I will now, I think now's a good time. Let's see, I forgot, do the ribbons get shown in, okay, yeah, it tells you right there that you got 1 ribbon. I think if you go and check in the Pokénav, you can also see how many ribbons you have. Nope, not the Pokédex. I want to see the Pokénav. Let's just go down to ribbons. As you can see, also a lot of these guys have ribbons, but I think that's because them beating the champion. Yep, it's because they're Hall of Famer. And Mr. Sukizo, of course, he's got right there. Cool contest normal rank winner. I don't know if I'll end up showing off. That's pretty much how all the contests work and everything. There's no point in me showing them again and again and again, or even speeding them up or anything. I don't know, off screen I might go up to Master Rank if I can. Who knows, maybe near the very end. Basically, if you win a Master Rank contest, you get a picture in the art gallery here in Lily Cove. But also something I think I showed off when I first came to Lily Cove was the fan club over here, and let's see if they say anything to me now. Oh wow, it's an N10! Yep, we've got fans now. I've heard the news, you're really strong, aren't you? We've always argued here about who the strongest of all trainers are. So when I heard about you, I decided to be your fan. Cool, did you subscribe to me? I'm kidding. I hope you'll keep battling on tough trainers. That way, we'll be able to see more of your hot battles. That will make others see exactly how great you are. Remember, I'm cheering for you, Nintendo. I kind of like that. I kind of like how the little girl just jumps up and runs away.
Oh wowie, it's Nintendo for real too. Please shake my hand. Shake my hand.
What? No autograph?
Oh, Nintendo, go for it. I'm pulling for you.
Oh, that's very nice of them. And there's a news story on. Is it? I highly doubt it's that interview already. Let's see. Yay! It's Bravo Trainer time. Today we're gonna profile a Pokemon belonging to Nintendo. Now this Pokemon boasts a normal rank in the cool category. Okay, so it is that interview, I guess. Introducing Mr. Sukizo, the clay doll. Remarkable. The nickname Mr. Sukizo. Wait a minute. Okay, yeah, okay, okay, sorry. I saw a nickname and I thought this was the name Radio Show. I'm like, but it's not. It's that interview I guess I did. Even the nickname exudes an air that proclaims cool. Anyway, when the trainer and Nintendo entered the Pokemon in a contest, we managed to get a few impassioned quotes from the trusty trainer. You got 2 words from me. Asked about the contest afterwards, Nintendo happily replied with a huge grin, easy. Well, sure, Nintendo's Pokemon came in #1 in the contest. Line perfectly suits Nintendo right now, I'd say. Wouldn't you also like to know what Nintendo imagines cool to be? You bet we did, so we asked, of course. The answer perfectly is condensed, ice. I had to. I'm sorry. That's the only thing I could say, because honestly, that is the first thing that came to my mind. Right? That's what the concept of cool represents to Nintendo. The last move, self-destruct, used by Claydol was entirely about ice. No, it was remarkable. Ha! Bravo, Nintendo. Bravo, Claydol. Johnny Bravo. I hope we can count on seeing Nintendo scale even greater heights. That's all we have this time. Until next time, see ya! Anyway, that's pretty cool. Let's see what you got to say.
Yes, I see strength in your eyes, but you still haven't realized your potential.
That's not very nice. Come on, I beat the champion, and I just beat a contest and everything. I've got legendaries! Or, I'm gonna have even more soon enough. Anyway, you're a pretty decent You're a pretty decent trainer, I think. But also, I think Wallace is #1 right now. He's not #1! I beat him! I blew up in his face! That's probably not the first time he's taken a load to the face. That's just my opinion. Don't worry about it too much. Yeah, I won't worry about it, because you're a jerk. You think Wallace is better. How could you think that? I hate him as a champion.
Steven is so wickedly cool. I want to shake hands with my hero.
Kind of like your little friend down here got to shake hands with their hero? Aha! I mean, among recently hot trainers, Glacia is the standout. Like, Glacia, the ice user, stands out among hot trainers? What? Okay. That toughness, it's simply not normal. You're doing okay, but you're not in the same class as I kicked her butt! I wiped the floor with her! I am honestly imagining right now, Blaziken like stepping on one of her Celios and just grinding it on the floor. With its foot, not grinding like literally. Oh my god, that came out completely wrong. Oh well, whatever. Let's see what you got to say. Oh, he's talking about my dad. Norman battled with power, charisma, and showmanship. What? He's with more power, What are you talking about? I kicked his butt too! Even though people say that you're strong, you've still got a long way to go compared to your father. How dare you! I am the Pokemon League champion! He's the 5th gym leader! I crushed him! Well, except for that slacking. Shut up! He didn't see that. Nobody else was in that room except for me and my dad. Nobody saw that battle. Whatsoever. But anyway, that pretty much sums it up for this. Actually, no. I just remembered something that I can now do since I've won a contest. We're gonna go to Slateport right now, because after you beat if a Pokemon that you own has beaten a contest, I think as long as just a contest in general, you can talk to the chairman of the fan club down here in Slateport, and he will give you a scarf that to go with that Pokemon, depending on like. Well, it corresponds with the contest you were in and everything. I see you participated in a Pokemon contest. Please allow me to examine how you've raised your Pokemon. It delights me to no end to see Pokemon raised by other trainers. The happy expressions of Pokemon raised with proper care. Well, my Play-Doh won't have too much of an expression on it, but okay. The kindly eyes of trainer that nurtured and raised the Pokemon. The very thought fills my heart with overwhelming joy. Oh, I do beg your pardon. Please forgive me for prating me on. Please, allow me to examine how much your Pokemon has grown. I see. Your Claydol. It is growing in a most impressive manner. It is one fine specimen. But if you were to give it this, it would grow even better. Indeed, indubitably, good sir. And we get the red scarf, which basically works. It basically boosts your condition even more. So it pretty much would max it out right now. So anyway,
when the Pokemon hold that red scarf, everyone will recognize the coolness of that Pokemon.
Yes, it will, because of course, like I said, it helps you out in cool contests and everything. And just for the hell of it, I think I will put that on there. It's kind of funny. I'm imagining a Claydol wearing a scarf or anything. Just give it a beret and everything, and all of a sudden it's all cool and sophisticated and everything. See what I did there? Cool. Anyway, in the next video, well, I'm not gonna tell you what I'm planning for the next video. You'll just have to see. Considering I have to figure out what I'm doing next. Okay, anyway, see you guys next time!